Kris.
And this is What About This, Kris, where I show my wife different things throughout pop culture. We're trying to do it more than weekly, but so far it's been a weekly basis, and I try to get her reaction to it. Most of these things she has not seen. We try to do a different genre every video, and this genre today is going to be nonfiction, and that covers a lot. But today we're gonna look at the history of the entire world, I guess, which is a cool little video that's been out for a little while. And then we're also gonna look at a video showing the Earth and just how small we are compared to the rest of the universe. Isn't that cool?
Indeed.
So, without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and start this first one here.
Alright, let's get it.
Remember to like and subscribe for us.
Ding, ding.
You're really helping us out when you do that. Please do that, and tell your friends about us. And we really want to thank you guys that have subscribed to us, and also you guys that have started commenting on our videos. We really appreciate that.
We do, and we love suggestions too. Please suggest anything that you can think of that you would love for us to review.
Oh, and this is what I meant to say a few videos ago. At some point, our big son might pop in here while we're recording. He is something else, and we probably won't stop recording when he shows up. So just giving you forewarning on that sometimes he'll just pop in. He's 10. So, all right, here we go.
Hi, you're on a rock, floating in space. Pretty cool, huh? Some of it's water. Fuck it. Actually, most of it's water. I can't even get from here to there without buying a boat. It's sad. I'm sad. I miss you.
How did this happen?
A long time ago, actually never, and also now, nothing is nowhere. When? Never. Makes sense, right? Like I said, it didn't happen. Nothing was never anywhere. That's why it's been everywhere. It's been so everywhere you don't need a where. You don't even need a when. That's how every it gets. I want to be something, go somewhere, do something. I want things to change. I want to invent time and space. And I know it's possible because everything is here and it probably already happened. I just don't know when to start. And that's exactly where it started. Oh, I paused it. I think there's a universe now. What's it made of?
Quarks and stuff.
Ah, that's a thing. In a place. Don't like it? Try a new place. At a different time. Try to stick together because the world is going to get bigger and emptier. But it's not empty yet. It's still very full and about 1 jillion degrees. Great news, the quarks are now happily married in groups of 3, called a proton or a neutron. And there's something else flying around too that wants to join in but can't because it's still too... Great news, the protons and neutrons are now happily married to each other. Some of them even doubled up. Great news, the electrons have now joined in. Congratulations, the world is now a bunch of gas in space. But it's getting closer together. And it's getting closer together. And it's getting closer together.
It's a star.
New shit just got made. Some stars burn out and die. Bigger stars burn out and die with passion and make some brand new, way crazier shit.
Space dust.
Which allows newer, more interesting stars to be made, and then die and explode into...
Even crazier space dust.
So now stars have cool stuff around them, like rocks, ice, and funny clouds, which can make some very interesting things. Like this ball of flaming rocks, for example. Holy shit, we just got hit with another ball of flaming rocks, and it kind of made a mess, which is... Weather update, it's raining rocks from outer space. Weather update, those rocks might have had water inside them and now there's hot steam in the sky. Weather update, cooler temperatures today and the floor is no longer lava. Weather update, it's raining. Severe flooding alert, the entire world is now an ocean. Volcano alert.
That's land.
There's life in the ocean. What?
Something's alive in the ocean.
Oh cool, like a plant or an animal? No, a microscopic speck. It lives at the bottom of the ocean and eats chemical soup, which is being served hot and fresh, made from gnarly space ingredients left over from when it was raining rocks or whatever. Oh yeah, and it can do that. It has secret instructions written inside itself telling it how to build another one of itself. So that's pretty nifty, I would say. Tired of living at the bottom of the ocean?
Now you can eat sunlight.
Using a revolutionary technique, you can convert sunlight into food.
Taste the sun.
Side effect, now there's oxygen everywhere and the sky's blue. Then the Earth might have been a snowball for a while, maybe even a couple of times. It's a sponge, it's a plant, it's a worm, and some other types of weird, strange water bugs and strange fish.
It's the Cambrian explosion.
Wow, that's animals and stuff. But we're still in the ocean. Hey, can we go on land? No. Why? The sun is a deadly laser. Oh, okay.
Not anymore, there's a blanket.
Now the animals can go on land. Come on, animals, let's go on land. Nope, can't walk yet.
He didn't tell us
And there's
where
no
the
food
blanket
yet, so
came
I don't
from.
care.
Those on there.
Okay, will you
Yes,
learn to walk
those
if there's plants up here?
I know.
Maybe,
but
said
where
some
you come
bugs.
from?
And fish. Okay, so I can go on land, but I have to go back in the water to have
Babies.
learn to use an egg.
I was already doing that.
Use a stronger egg. Put water in it. Have a baby on land in an egg. Water is in the egg. Baby in the egg, in the water, in the
I've
egg.
thought about that.
Works for me.
Bye bye, ocean.
And now everything's huge, including bugs. Want to see a map of the land? Sure. Oh fuck, now everything's dead. Just kidding, here are the survivors. Keep your eye on this one because it's about to become the dinosaurs. Here's another map of the land. Yeah, it broke apart, don't worry about it, it does that all the time. Here comes a meteor.
And the dinosaurs are gone.
Ooh.
It's mammal time, here come the mammals. Look at those breasts. Now they're gonna dominate the world, and one of them just learned how to grab stuff. And walk. No, like, walk like that. And grab stuff at the same time. And bang rocks together to make pointed rocks. Ouch. And set things on fire. Youch. And make crazy sounds with their voice. Knirsch, which can mean different things.
That's a human person.
And now they're everywhere. Almost.
Ice Age.
What? You can walk over here? Cool.
Not anymore.
Well, I guess we're stuck here now. Let's review. There's people on the planet. And they're chasing their food. Fuck it. Time to plant some grass. Look at this. I control the food now. Now everyone will want to be my friend and live near me. Let's all build houses, except mine is bigger because I own the food. This is great. I
Social
wonder if anyone
hierarchy.
else is doing this. Tired of using rocks for everything? Use metal. It's underground. Better farming was just invented in a sweet dank valley right in between these two rivers. And the animals are helping.
Guess what happens next?
More food, and more people who came to buy the food. Now you need people to help make the food and keep track of the sales. And now you need houses for people to live in and people to make the houses. And now there's more people and they invent things, which makes things better. And more people come and there's more farming and more people to make more things for more people. And now there's business, money, writing, laws, power.
Society.
Coming soon to a dank river valley near you. Meanwhile, out in the middle of nowhere, the horse is probably being tamed. Why is all my metal so lame and lumpy? Tired of using lame, sad metal? Introducing
Bronze.
made with special ingredient tin from the far lands of Tinland. I don't know, my dealer won't tell me where he gets it. Also, guess what?
Egypt.
Meanwhile, out in the middle of nowhere, they figured out how to put wheels on a horse. Now we're getting somewhere. Also,
China.
and did I mention?
Indus River Valley Civilization. Norte Chico.
The Middle East is getting more complicated. Maybe because it's in the middle of the East. Knock knock, or clop clop. It's the people with the horses. And they made an empire. And then everyone else copied their horses.
Greeks.
Ah, look, it must be the Greeks, or a beta version of the Greeks. Let's check in with the Indus River Valley civilization. They're gone. Guess who's not gone?
China. New arrivals in India. Maybe it's those horse people I was talking about, or their cousins or something.
Oh my god.
They wrote some hymns and mantras and stuff.
You could make a religion out of this. There's the Bronze Age collapse.
Now the Phoenicians can get down to business.
Also, can we switch to a metal that's a little easier to find? Thanks. Look who came back to Israel. It's the 12 tribes of Israel.
And they believe in God.
Just one, though. He's got like a 10-step program. Here's some huge names. Must be the Olmecs. The Phoenicians make some colonies. The Greeks copy their idea and make some colonies. The Phoenicians made a colony so big it makes colonies. Here comes the Assyrian Empire. Never mind, it's the Babylonian Median.
It's the Persian Empire.
Wow, that's big. Ah, the Buddha was just enlightened. Who's the Buddha? This guy, who sat under a tree for so long that he figured out how to ignore the fact that we're all dying. You can make a religion out of this. Oops, China just broke, but while it was breaking, Confucius was figuring out how to have good morals. Ah, the Greeks just had the idea of thinking about stuff. And right over here, Alexander just had the idea of conquering the entire Persian Empire. It's a great idea. He was great. And now he's dead. Hopefully the rest of the gang will be able to share the empire evenly between them. Knock knock, it's Chandragupta. He says, get the hell out of here. Will you get the hell out of here if I give you 500 elephants? Okay, thanks, bye.
Time to conquer all of India. Or most of India.
But what about this part? That's the Tamil Kings. No one conquers the Tamil Kings. Who are the Tamil Kings?
Merchants probably. And they've got spices.
Who would like to buy the spices? Me, said the Arabians, swiftly buying it and selling it to the rest of the world. Hey, China put itself back together again, with good morals as their main philosophy. Actually, they have 3 main philosophies. Out here, the horse nomads run wild and free, and they would like to ransack your city.
Ooh.
Let's check the Greekification levels of the Greekified kingdoms. Greekification overload. Bye, said the Parthians. Bye, said the Jews. Hi, said the Parthians, taking over the entire place. Hey, said the Romans, eating the entire Mediterranean for breakfast. Thanks for invading our homeland, said the Jews, who were starting to get tired of people invading their homeland. Hi, everything's great, said some guy who seems to be getting very popular and is then arrested and killed for being too popular, which only makes him more popular. You can make a religion out of this. Want silk? Now you can buy it from China. They just made a brand new road to the world. Or you can get their own water. Sick, new trade routes, said India, accidentally spreading their religion to the entire southeast. That's a good place for an epic trading kingdom. There goes Buddhism traveling up the Silk Road. I wonder if it'll reach China before it collapses again. Remember the Persian Empire? Yep, said the Persians, making a new one. Axum is getting so powerful they would like to build a long stick. Has anyone populated Madagascar yet? Let's do it together. China's home again, then it broke again. Still can't cross the Sahara Desert? Try camels. Hell yeah, now we got business, said the Ghana Empire, selling lots of gold and slaves. Hi, I live in the Roman Empire, and I was wondering, is loving Jesus legally?
About that?
No. Actually, okay, sure, said Constantine, moving the capital way over here to be closer to his main rival. Don't worry about Rome, it won't fall. It's the golden age of India. There's the Gupta Empire, not Chandragupta, just Gupta. First name Chandra, the first. Guess who's in Rome? Barbarians. It's a barbarian. Non-Romans, said the Romans, being invaded by non-Romans. R.I.P. Roman Empire. Or actually just half of it. The other half is just fine. But it's not in Rome anymore, so let's give it a new name. The Mayans have figured out the stars. Oh, and here's a huge city. Population everyone. The Gok Turks have taken over the entire Eurasian steppe. Great job, Gok Turks. How's India? Broken. How's China? Back together. How's those trading kingdoms? Bigger and there's more of them. Korea has 3 kingdoms. Japan has a kingdom. It's the Sunrise Kingdom. Deep in the Arabian desert, on the top of a mountain, the real God whispers in Muhammad's ear. So he goes down to the cube where everyone worships gods, and he tells them their gods are all fake. And everyone got so mad at him that he had to leave town and go to a different town. You can make a religion out of this, and maybe conquer the world as well. The Roman Empire's long gone, but somehow the Pope is still the Pope. Plus there's new kingdoms all over Europe. I wonder if there's room for Moors. Here's all the wisdom in a house. It's the Baghdad House of Wisdom, just in time for the Islamic Golden Age. Let's bring stuff to the coast and sell it and become the Swahili on the Swahili coast, said the Swahili on the Swahili coast. Remember this tiny space you have to go through to get from here to there? Someone owns that now. Want to get enlightened in the middle of nowhere? The Franks have the biggest kingdom in Europe, and the Pope is so proud that he invites the king over for Christmas. Surprise, you're the new Roman emperor, said the Pope, pretending to still be part of the Roman Empire. Then the Franks broke their kingdom into what will later be called France and not France. The Northerners, or just Norse if you don't have much time, are exploring. They go north, from the north to the northern north, and they find some land, 2 types of land, and they name them accordingly. They also invade some other places and get called many names, such as Vikings. There's the Rus, the Kievan Rus. Are they Vikings? I don't think so, said the Kievan Rus. Okay, fair enough. The Pope is ready to make some more emperors of the Roman Empire, the Holy Roman Empire. It's actually Germany, but don't worry about it. New kingdoms.
Christianize all the kingdoms.
Which brand would you like? Mine's better, mine's better, mine's better. Time to conquer England, said William. It's a bird, it's a plane. It's the Seljuk Turks, said the Byzantine Empire, who's getting so small it almost doesn't exist anymore. We need help. They need help, so they call the Pope. Hey, Pope, can you help us get rid of the Seljuks? Maybe take back the Holy Land on the way? Come on, I know you want to take back the Holy Land. Yes, I do actually want to do that. Let's do a crusade. Crusade! They did many crusades, some of which almost didn't fail, but at least the Italians got some sweet trade deals. Goodbye, Mayans. Hello, Toltecs. Goodbye, Toltecs. Hello, Mississippi. Look at those mountains. There's the Pueblo. I always wondered how to build a town in a cliff. Guess who's here? Come here. Where? Here. And Pagan is there. Vietnam unconquered itself, Korea just became itself, and Japan is so addicted to art that the military might have to take over the government. China just invented bombs and typing, and the Mongols just invaded most of the universe. Nice going, Genghis. I bet that will last a long time. Some of the Islamic Turks were unaffected by the Mongol invasions because they were busy invading India. Is it Tonga time? I think it's Tonga time. I just found out where the Swahili gets all their gold. Look at this Chad. Means lake. There's an empire there, right in the middle of Africa. The king of Mali is so rich he's going on tour to let everyone know. Wow, that guy's rich, everyone said. Christians are doing a great job reconquering Iberia, which will soon be called Spain and not Spain. Please remain Christian. We will check in later to see if you're still Christian when you least expect. Whoops, half of Europe just died. China's back, yay! Hey, come here, time to share. New kingdoms here and there. Oh, look who controls all the islands. It's the Mahajapit, Majapahit, Mapajahit, Mahapajit, Mapajahit, Majapahit. Oh, Italy's really rich. Time for them to care a lot about art and the ancient classics. It's kind of like a rebirth. Here's a printer. Let's make books. So you think you can conquer the Byzantine Empire? Yep, said the Ottoman Turks. Nice job, Ottoman Turks. Oops, you missed a spot. Don't forget to ban Europe from the Indian spice trade. What? That's bullshit, said Portugal, spiceless. Well, I guess we'll have to find another way to India.
Oh
Wait, said
gosh.
Christopher Columbus, probably smoking crack. If the world is round, let's go this way to India. No, don't worry, we already got this, said Portugal. So Kris goes to Spain. Hey, Spain, want to hire me to find India by going around back of the world? No, please, no, please, no, please. Okay. So he sails into the ocean and discovers more ocean, and then discovers the Indies and Japan. Let's draw a line to decide who gets which half of the world. The Aztec and Inca empires are off to a great start. I wonder if they know that Europe just discovered their continent. The Habsburgs are marrying into so many royal families they might have to start marrying each other. Move over, Lithuania. Here comes Moscow. Ivan wants to make Russia great again. Move over, Timurids. Maybe go invade India or something. Persia just made Persia Persian again. Let's make it the other kind of Islam. The one where we thought the first guy should have been the other guy. Hey, Christians, do you sin? Now you can buy your way out of hell. That's bullshit. This whole thing is bullshit. That's a scam. Fuck the church. Here's 95 Reasons Why, said Martin Luther in his new book, which might have accidentally started the Protestant Reformation. You know what would be magnificent, said Suleiman wearing an onion hat? What if the Ottoman Empire was really big, which it is now? What if Russia was big, said Ivan, trying not to be terrible? Portugal had a dream that they controlled the entire Indian Ocean, including the spice trade. And then that dream was real. And Spain realized that this is not India, but they pillaged it anyway. Damn, said England and France. We gotta start pillaging some stuff. Then the Dutch revolt and all the hipsters moved to Amsterdam. Damn, said Amsterdam. We gotta start pillaging some stuff. Question 1, can you get to India through North America? No, but at least there's beaver. Question 2, steal the spice trade. That's not a question, but the Dutch did it anyway. Guess where all the sugar's made? In Brazil. Stolen. In the Caribbean. And it's so goddamn profitable you might forget to not do slavery. The next thing on Russia's to-do list is to get bigger. Britain and France are having a friendly discussion about who should control the entire world. More specifically, Ohio. Then it escalates into a 7-year discussion, giving Prussia a chance to show Austria who's boss. But what about Britain and France? Did they figure out who's boss? Yes, they did. It's Britain. Guess who's broke? Also Britain. So they start taxing the hell out of America. Fuck you, says America, declaring their independence and fighting for it. And France helps them win. Now France is broke. And Britain will have to send their prisoners to a different continent. Wait, if France is broke, why do the king and queen still wear such fancy dresses? Let's overthrow the palace and cut all their heads off, said Robespierre, cutting everybody's head off until someone eventually got mad and cut his head off. You could make a religion. No, don't. Haiti is starting to like the idea of a revolution, especially the slaves, who free themselves by killing their masters. Why didn't we think of this before? Wait, who's in charge of France now? Said Napoleon, trying to take over Europe. Luckily, they banished him to an island.
But he came back.
Luckily, they banished him to another island. There goes Latin America, becoming independent in the Latin American Wars of Independence. Britain just figured out how to turn steam into power, so now they can make
Many different types of machines and factories with machines in them, so they can make a lot of products real fast.
Then they invent some trains, and conquer India and maybe put some trains there. Hey, China, said Britain, buy stuff from us. Nah, dude, we already got everything, says China. So Britain tried to get them addicted to opium, which worked, actually. But then China made it illegal and dumped it all into the sea. So Britain threw a hissy fit and made them open up 5 cities and give them an island. Britain and Russia are playing a game where they try to stop each other from conquering Afghanistan. Also, the
Sultan of Oman lives in Zanzibar now.
That's just where he lives. India
Right,
just
I
had a
was like,
revolution.
so?
They'd like to govern themselves now. Nope, said Britain, governing them even harder than before.
Technology is about to go crazy.
The United States finally figured out whether slavery is good or bad. It's bad, they decided. And then they continued manifesting their destiny, which is to kill the rest of the natives and take their land and maybe kick out the Mexicans too.
Oh.
I know, let's rape Africa, said Europe, scrambling to see who could rape it the fastest. They never got Ethiopia. Britain and France are still hungry.
Right?
The United States ran out of destiny to manifest, so they're looking for more.
Hawaii, Cuba.
Wait, Spain controls Cuba. Well, blame something on them and go to war. What should we blame on Spain? Let's blame the Maine on Spain. So they blame the Maine on Spain. Now we're in business. To celebrate, they kick Panama out of Panama and make a canal, connecting the 2 oceans. Britain just found oil in the Middle East. It makes cars go. China is so tired of being bossed around that they delete their old government and make a new, stronger government, which is accidentally weaker and controlled by a guy from the previous government. Europe hasn't had a war since the last war, so they start World War I. Look at those guns. It's gonna be a great war. So great we won't need a second one. After it's over, they own
Really?
Germany. Russia went on strike and the workers overthrew the government. Now everyone's paycheck is the same.
Communism in
Oh.
the Soviet Union.
The Arabs revolt and Britain helps. Now the Ottoman Empire's gone, so we can give the
Jewish people a place to live.
Hopefully the Arabs won't mind. Let's cut the cake, said Sykes and Picot, carving up the remains of the not-so-Ottoman-anymore empire.
Except Turkey. Turkey makes a brand new turkey.
And then the Saudis conquer Arabia. It just seemed like the right thing to do. Hello? Yes, it's the 1920s calling. Let's get in the car and drive to a party and listen to jazz on the radio and go to the movies. The economy's great and it'll probably be great forever. Just kidding. Germany's back featuring Hitler, the angry mustache model. And he's mad at the Jews for existing. Japan is finally conquering the East, and they're so excited they rape Nanking way too hard. They should probably just deny it. Hitler's out of control, so the international community tackles him and tries to explain why killing all the Jews is a bad idea. But he kills himself before they could explain it to him.
That's World War II.
Bonus round, Pacific Showdown. United States versus Japan. Fight. Finish him. Let's unite all the nations and have some food.
Nuclear
Seems
weapons.
legit. Hi, I'm Gandhi, and if Britain doesn't get the hell out of India, I'm going to starve myself in public. Wow, that worked. Bonus, now there's Pakistan. Actually, 2 Pakistans. One of them could be Bangladesh later. The Jews and the Arabs finally figured out which one of them should live in the Holy Land. Me, they both said at the same time. Let's divide up the land so everyone's happy.
Psych, they both get angry.
Look out, China. There's a new China in China. What's on the menu? Communism. No thanks, said the other China, escaping to an island. I wonder which one is the real China. There's the Korean War, Korea versus Korea. Nobody wins, then it's on pause forever. Let's meet the sponsors. Oh, it's the 2 global superpowers. They're having a friendly debate over which economic system is good and which one is an evil virus of Satan. And they both have atom bombs.
This is insane.
Fight! Wait, no, that would be the end of the world. Let's just keep it cool and spy on each other instead. And make sure we have enough atom bombs. I'll race you to space. Now let's make some more countries fight themselves. Europe is tired of pillaging other continents, and the continents they were pillaging are tired of being pillaged. So here's a new map with new countries. Now you can't tell who they're being pillaged by. The United States finally decided whether racism is good or bad. They decided it's bad, and the world agrees. South Africa might need another minute to think about it.
No.
Let's check the world population. Whoa. Okay. Technology's better too, that might keep happening. The Soviet Union decides to relax a little and accidentally falls apart. Europe makes a union, so now they can all use the same money, except Britain because they don't feel like it. Let's check the mail. Surprise, it's on the computer. Whoops, someone just attacked America. I bet they'll remember that. Phone call. Surprise, it's in your pocket. Want to learn everything? Surprise, it's on the computer. Now your phone's a computer, which is in your pocket. Whoops, the economy just crashed. Don't worry, the big banks won't fail because they're not supposed to. Surprise, flying robots. With bombs. Want to print a brain? Some people have no friends. Some people have no food. The globe is warming.
And the ocean is full of plastic.
Let's save the planet, said everybody, not knowing how. Let's invent a thing inventor, said the thing inventor after being invented by a thing inventor. That's pretty cool. By the way, where the hell are we?
So that is the history of the entire world, I guess. What did you think of that?
I think I need to watch it again. Pretty interesting and funny, and just the fact that someone sat there and probably had discussions about this, put it all together, and just and it's quirky, but I don't know,
stretching over 200.
Enticing. It makes you just go and it moves so fast. But everything he's saying has truth to it. It's truth. So you really have to think about what he's saying.
Right. Yeah, I mean, he really breaks it down in a way. If you watch it twice, you probably...
Yeah, I definitely need to. I would watch it probably about 2 more times. There's so many, and you have to stop. I feel like for me, in order to digest some of those things, actually most of those things that you learn about, but he puts it in a matter-of-factly kind of way.
Right.
It's just like...
Well, you could probably, sit there, I mean... you could do that one day, sit there and watch.
Oh, I'm sure.
And then pause and then pull up Wikipedia and go, okay.
Yeah,
boom, I can. And then, or pull up another YouTube video on your phone. Like if you have his video on the TV, you pull up another video on the phone and break down each thing.
Yeah.
And that's kind of nerdy, but
I would do that though, because I'd be wanting to know. But and yet, in addition to that, just the fact. I'm just thinking about how what it took to put that together, editing wise, and just doing all those things and adding all those facts, and it's cool.
Yeah.
I wonder what made him want to do that.
Yeah, I mean it's
just really, I guess, just really I don't know, just very interested in that, in the history. But man, yeah, it was a lot. But that's actually really cool, really good that someone could consolidate all of that information in what was that, 27 minutes?
It was 19 minutes.
19 minutes?
Yeah. So it wasn't even that long, right?
Yes. Touch of genius, actually.
So the next thing we're gonna watch, I thought I had it set up here, but this is gonna be how our size in the universe, Earth size compared to the rest of the universe. Any of these videos will do, but this is the one that I found right here. So we'll I think it's I don't think it's that long.
Alright, cool. Yeah, this taps into what we were talking about yesterday. And
so I guess that's some other moon. I don't know where Ceres is, but that's our moon. 3,500 kilometers in diameter. This though looks like another moon from somewhere else. It's planet Mercury. 4,900 kilometers. Mars. I think we're next. There might be something in between us. That is, size-wise. Oh yeah, Venus. I forgot about Venus. Venus and Earth are really close in size. Earth's slightly bigger. There's a theory that Venus used to look like Earth. This is pretty big. It's worse. There was another video I pulled up that was more detailed than this. This is just a little comparison
it's
thing.
Cool, though. That looks hot.
Yeah, that's still not our sun. Here's
I know
sun.
it's not.
Here's
Look
our
at that.
1.4 million kilometers diameter.
400. Look like 400,000.
Yeah, 1.4 million.
Oh, 1.4. That's 2.5.
Sirius A. Vega. Jeez, man. Arcturus. 36 million kilometers diameter. At some point, they're going to start having to do light years for the measurement. Beetlejuice. 2 billion kilometers. I mean, we're so small. Oh, this is the black hole. Dang.
No, that was the black hole last one.
No, there were 2 in a row.
Oh, are there?
Yeah, there were 2 in a row.
Oh, man. Look at
Cat's Eye Nebula. Look at that, 3 light years diameter. So it'll take light traveling 3 years to get across that. That's crazy. 24 light years. We're not even at the Milky Way yet. These are all in our galaxy. Take like 7,000 years to travel. 100,000 light years.
wow.
6 million.
And it goes and it doesn't stop, probably.
universe. Wow.
If that doesn't make you just
feel super small, right?
not even just super small. I mean, it's just it's
crazy, is what it is.
It's silencing.
Yeah.
It's like you, me, we are nothing.
How long is this one? I want one where they kind of talk about it. Okay, 9 minutes. We'll do this one.
We're nothing.
Let's see.
We think we're something. We're nothing.
Let's do this one.
We humans are driven by the desire for knowledge. The ability to understand the workings and structure of our environment helped our species reach the highly developed point in our own history where we are today. Although humanity regularly produces new technological milestones, there are still countless realities that elude our knowledge almost entirely. While these mysteries of life on the one hand cause big question marks over the heads of experts, the fascination
Somebody said there are more stars in the universe, or sorry, there are more stars in the galaxy, I think, than there are grains of sand on every beach in the world.
Ooh, that's. Oh my God. I mean,
That's ridiculous.
that emanates from these unsolved mysteries is equally undisputed. This topic becomes particularly exciting whenever we turn to a field that seems to exceed our tangible horizon. In the case of the universe, research is still in its infancy despite all the rockets sent into orbit and the successful moon landing in 1969. At present, we know only a tiny part of what is currently still hidden from our eyes in the infinite vastness of space. The question of how big the universe as a whole actually is a mystery that mankind has been dealing with for countless centuries. With today's contribution, we would like to present the current state of research on this topic. We will show you the current state of astronomical knowledge of our species, and we will also talk about why the answer to the question of the size of the universe is so difficult to come by. If you like our videos, please support us with a thumbs up, subscribe to Simply Space, and look forward to the videos that will be waiting for you in the future. Let's begin our journey through the vastness of the
I
universe.
wonder what Neil deGrasse has to say.
Yeah, I mean, there's videos with him talking about that. Remember he had that show Cosmos, where he was doing that. So
Yeah.
I'm sure
What we
find
can
clips
see of the universe. When we take a look at the sheer gigantic starry sky at night, many of us realize how small we ourselves are in relation to the big picture. The thousands of twinkling stars in the firmament bear silent witness to the fact that our small home planet is only a tiny part of what is commonly known as the universe. Yet, even a quick glance at the canopy of the sky is enough to understand that the universe must be larger.
I wonder if there are, and I've never seen this in a science fiction movie. I wonder if there are other people, other beings on other planets. They don't have to be our size, right?
I mean, yeah. I mean, if you
Like-
think about, if you were looking at what we were just looking at and how large different moons or planets are as they progress, you would think possibly that if there are what we consider to be living beings or things in those places, that they would be possibly more relative to the size
Of where
the
they
space.
come from. So they might, because in every movie, there's a ship that lands, right? And they are relatively, they may be a little bit taller or a little bit shorter than us, but they're relatively our size. Imagine some gigantic, aircraft carrier of a spaceship landing, and we think there's 3,000, 5,000 beings in that carrier,
because it's huge,
and
it's
then
only
two people walk out.
Yeah, I
and
mean,
they're gigantic.
surely highly possible, especially like I said, based on where they could potentially be coming from,
Right.
and the size of the place. I mean, can you imagine being this size as a being living in a place that is as huge.
Well, I think Interstellar touched on that. I don't know if you remember that scene where they went onto that planet, and they land in the water.
Yeah.
And one of them, it's been a long time, and one of them says, "Look at those mountains over there."
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then Matthew McConaughey says, "That's not a mountain. That's a tidal wave."
Yes,
and
I do
it's
remember
coming
that
this
part.
way.
Yeah.
And they had to leave because they were so relatively small to that tidal wave. Yeah, there was just no.
So yeah, I would imagine that to what you're saying, everything is different and based on what we how we relate. Yeah, size and it has to.
And then they were only down there for like 20 minutes or something like that.
But it felt like how many?
No, so to them it was 20 minutes. Right. When they got back to the ship,
it had been
the guy said it had been like 30, 20 years 40, or something like that. He was gray and they hadn't aged a bit.
I remember that.
That's crazy.
Than anything we can even imagine.
We'll have to watch that
but can we scientifically understand how big the universe is in detail? This question has always been a central point in the field of cosmological research. It is even within the realm of possibility that this question can never be answered satisfactorily. However, this does not mean, of course, that experts would not try to answer it anyway. We currently know that the universe as we know it today was created about 13.8 billion years ago. The process known as the Big Bang, which essentially describes the formation of matter, space, and time from a previous singularity, is therefore considered the birth of our universe. In physical cosmology, the cosmic microwave background radiation plays a central role in the study of the earliest state of the universe. This is a type of radiation in the microwave range that was created in the course of the Big Bang and still flows through the infinite expanses of the galaxy today. With the help of various measurements, which examine the said radiation and put it in relation to different distances, researchers succeeded in dating the approximate age of our universe. At the same time, this also means that we are currently able to look 13.8 billion light years into space from the Earth. If one wanted to visualize this circumstance, one could create a spherical drawing with the Earth as the center. The rest of the sphere now describes the area we can see from our blue home planet. In technical language, the universe visible to us is called the event horizon. In detail, the event horizon describes the spectrum of objects whose reflected light we can just about see from the Earth. However, those processes that take place behind this event horizon are currently completely invisible to our human eyes. Since we do not know exactly what is actually behind the observable universe, it is all the more difficult to answer the question of the overall size of the universe. The expansion of the universe. If one considers the question of how big the universe is in its entirety, an essential fact cannot be ignored. As experts today now know, the universe is constantly expanding. While at the time of the Big Bang, an object was still about 13.8 billion light years away from the Earth, the distance between the celestial body in question and our home planet is now already 46 billion light years as a result of the expansion of space. This circumstance also means that in the future, we will be able to see objects in the firmament that are still hidden from our eyes today. At the same time, due to the expansion of the universe, some celestial bodies will disappear from our star charts in the future. Naturally, during these observations, we put our Earth in the center. This is simply due to the spatial circumstances, as we have no other choice than to mark our home planet as the central vantage point in our star charts. But at which geographical point our blue home planet is actually located within the constantly growing universe is impossible to answer today. The measurement of the universe. As we mentioned at the beginning, international teams of experts regularly try to explore the entire dimensions of space despite all adversities. To do this, experts use a number of different methods that help researchers to explore the gigantic dimensions of the universe. Key research methods include certain measurements that investigate the radiation of the early universe. Using these radiation movements, scientists can determine different distances and try to quantify the dimensions of the universe. The oldest known light source that researchers have been able to identify in this way is 92 billion light years away from Earth. Conversely, however, this does not mean that the located object is actually the outermost component of the universe.
Right.
The question of whether the universe ends somewhere
just the
is actually
furthest we
much
can
more
go.
difficult to answer than many of us would at first assume. Basically, the further away an object is from our home planet, the longer it takes for the light reflected by it to reach our Earth. Some objects in the galaxy are at such a great distance from us that the light rays they emit sometimes take billions of years before we can see them from Earth. According to this, there are currently still countless light rays in the universe on their way to us, which have been traveling through the universe for billions of years but have still not reached us.
Right.
The question of the
That's
shape
crazy.
of the universe. To calculate the size of an object, it is essential to know the corresponding shape of the object. The actual shape of our universe is still an unresolved question within research, which has not yet been satisfactorily answered. While some scientists suspect that our universe is constructed like a self-contained sphere, which could be a part of a superordinate multiverse, other experts think that the universe is rather a flat space, which is also infinite.
Right.
If one
That's
follows
what I
the
would
first
think.
thesis, our universe would be
Yeah,
a
there's no
self-contained
first
structure
one,
with an
No.
endpoint somewhere.
Well,
So if our
no.
galaxy is indeed a finite construct, then at least theoretically, it would be possible to determine the dimensions of the universe mathematically, provided the experts had the necessary data. However, if our universe is infinite, then the question of size is simply a point that cannot be answered.
Yeah.
By definition, no size can be assigned to infinite objects because they have no boundary points that would allow a mathematical explanation. According to some statements of NASA, the universe is a flat construct that is infinitely large. However, our universe itself has a finite age and, as already mentioned, was created about 13.8 billion years ago. That's why it's only possible for us to investigate the time period between the Big Bang and today. An unanswerable question? Even if international teams of experts currently do not know how big the universe really is, researchers can say with certainty that the universe is an incredibly huge, possibly even infinite construct, which exceeds all of our horizons with its gigantic dimensions. The precise exploration of the universe is essentially a work that will involve countless generations of experts. And even though we will probably never know in our lifetime how huge the universe is in detail, this circumstance will not dampen our fascination for the exciting world of foreign stars and planets. What do you think about the true size of the universe? Do you think that the universe is a closed entity or an infinitely large construct?
The latter.
Feel free to let us know your thoughts on
Yeah.
this topic in the comments. Thanks a lot, and see you next time.
And then it makes
Yeah,
me wonder,
so that-
things like they said we can not see, but how many light years away? Is it like
13.8.
13.8, yeah,
Yeah.
13.8. So that makes me wonder, you think of we're here and they're there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or it's, everything else is out there. So that
Right.
makes me wonder that whatever it is that's out there, I wonder, do they, and I keep saying they, like there's someone out there, which is, in my mind, like with all of the vast
Yeah.
amount of things that are out there, I just cannot see.
Yeah,
I mentally cannot.
It's logically impossible.
Yeah, I just can't say that there's nothing else out there. And then I wonder, are they ahead of us? As far
Oh,
as
they're definitely.
evolution. As far as evolution, to the point
So-
where they, we're trying to figure out what's going on out there, but do they already know what's going on here? So they're not even
That's
like
what I'm
looking.
saying. They could
So they don't
totally-
even look. So they don't even
they
look
could-
back or wonder
they
like
could
what's
be
going on over
people-
there. But we're trying to figure out what's going on out there.
Because, well, see, that word infinite goes to everything. What I mean by that is even a society of life that I guess that's a double positive. Even life that's out there that's more evolved, and let's say there are 1,000 times. Mm-hmm. Let's say there are 1,000 years.
You can quantify. Well,
let's say there are 1,000 years ahead of us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In evolution. So 1,000 years ahead of us. Mm-hmm. Because this universe is possibly infinite, they could still be small to another species, right? So that species that's 1,000 years ahead of us, there could be a group that's 10,000 years ahead of them.
True that.
And another one that's 1,000,000 years ahead of them.
And that's based on what
that can keep going,
or what we
that can keep going. So there could be beings in the universe that are like in the comic books I read.
Definitely.
There could be. It's so infinite out there, and and evolution is so. Okay, maybe there's people that have adapted to not needing oxygen to breathe.
Yeah.
Maybe what I'm saying. Like maybe that just keeps going.
Whatever
like
you want to call.
Right.
It may not even be.
Right.
Human.
I mean, whatever. They're probably definitely not human. They're whatever.
What we consider to be human.
Yeah, we're human because we're here. I don't think there's...
And that has to be the case based on the theory of evolution.
Unless there's time, let's say time is real, because I just saw a video saying time is not real.
Right.
But let's say time is real.
Yeah.
And there's
it
human beings 1,000,000 years. Because there's that movie with... what's the guy's name? I can't think of his name. He's got the long hair and he's got a large nose, black hair. He was in the new Star Wars movies as Kylo Ren. He was the he's been Adam I had to show him to you.
Okay.
Adam something.
Okay.
The people, y'all know who I'm talking about. Adam Driver. Okay. Adam Driver's his name. And he came out with a movie last year called 65 or 65 million BC or something like that.
Okay.
Where he and this girl, they're humans, right?
All right.
Their ship lands on a planet.
Okay.
And it happens to be Earth. So they are 65 million years older than we are today. And they're human beings. But they're from another planet. So they landed on Earth when the dinosaurs were still here.
Right.
And they're like trying to figure out how to survive, because they just crash landed on Earth 65 million years ago. And they had all this advanced technology and stuff because it's infinite, you know what I mean? So just like Star Wars says, long ago in a galaxy far, far away, and they had more advanced technology than us.
Right.
We don't know what year here that Star Wars takes place. I saw somebody made a science fiction calendar.
Okay.
Science fiction movie calendar where the time frame in those movies is supposed to be taking place relative to us. And I think Star Wars was like way back there. I have to look it up after.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was like in like BC or something.
Really?
Yeah, like it was. I don't know how they figured that out, but maybe in the canon of the Star Wars universe outside of the movies, maybe in the books, it somehow got relayed across that is the time that it took place relative to us.
Okay.
So I don't know, but yeah. So I hope you enjoyed that. Our nonfiction exploration today. You did?
Yeah.
Good.
I don't know if you're talking to
I'm talking to everybody. You and them.
I did. I thought that.
Good.
Yeah.
That's
some nerdy shit, but you know, it's good stuff.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of interesting stuff out there. So we will see you guys sooner rather than later. Remember again, thank y'all very much. subscribe,
Ding, ding.
click the notification bell so you know when we post something new. Keep commenting on our videos, and also you can send us messages for things you would like for me to show to Christine here and get a reaction to. And when that genre of what you requested pops up, we'll get you in there and we'll take care of it.
Definitely. You may not know what I've seen. You don't know what I've seen, but throw it out there so that we can at least
figure it out. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot I have not seen.
All right. So thank y'all again.
Thank you.
This has been What About This, Kris, and we'll see y'all next time.
See you later.
Peace.